Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Ads just ended. I really couldn't time that better. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. If not, well, we got a little bit of time to ourselves today. But first, to draw. Oh my gosh, to draw. Wow, that was gross. To draw, but we do have to get started with a warm up first. So let's get started. Like I said, I hope you're all having a good one. It is Sunday. If you didn't know, and man, it just feels like a Sunday. Honestly, hot take. Sundays suck. Sundays are F tier, bottom of the list. I think the worst day of the week because it preempts Monday, which is can be rough, right? The week starts or things start happening, I guess I could say, because it depends on your kind of week on Monday. In the past, I wouldn't say this because my job schedule was like I worked over weekends as well, so it was kind of mixed. But yeah, man, I'm not a fan. Mondays aren't that bad only because the evils are known then, right? Like you go to work, you go to school, you do all of that. But Sundays are rough because like what am I going to do, not spend time preparing for the week ahead? I think this is like maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit more in Drawbox in the Patreon chat they were proposing another I think it's like Eigens. No, it wasn't Eigens. It was something, but basically it was a third day of the weekend, where it's solely dedicated to preparing for the week ahead. So your Saturday and Sunday could actually be spent relaxing, right? This day wouldn't count for anything. It's just like you get ready, do your homework, you do your work, whatever it may be. Made a little bit of progress with the Mr. Gravel drawing today, just a very tiny bit. I'm still experimenting with pins. I actually have ideas. I think from time to time, and I think the biggest ick I have with that drawing right now is the clothes. I think there's not enough like detail in the center of that drawing, and I think it's because I don't have any clothing folds. Right? I think clothing folds are like just such a great looking like a thing. It does so much for a drawing, right? As well as good looking clothes, I guess. But um, and so I want to kind of like do a bit of a personal deep dive into clothing, drawing clothing folds, materials. It seems hellishly difficult. It does seem like kind of anatomy right now. I want to get to a point because like I don't know anatomy truly. I just kind of can guess. I have heuristics. I know enough about form to kind of get something that looks like a bicep, looks like a tricep. Of course, if I'm drawing from reference, then I could be like, oh yeah, I can like figure out a form that approximates that, but still some is lost because I don't truly know what's happening. Like if you're drawing musculature from someone lifting something, then you can see the muscles there, but it kind of sounds stupid, but like why are the muscles there, right? Because you flex and pull and stretch muscles. And so some will be more prominent in some poses than others. And sure, if you're copying one to one, you won't really notice, but I don't know. I feel like when it comes to drawing, simply doing one to one with references, one for me is boring. It could be fun for others. I don't really care. But I think the detriment there is just like not giving it a story, not saying what's happening can kind of undermine how you approach, like gesture, right? Um, I believe it's Zapata who says like when it comes to drawing gesture, do like several times more magnitude gestural and energetic than you think you need to because oftentimes you don't have enough, right? And I've definitely encountered that in my own drawings. I don't know why I was like pivoting to the next idea so quickly. I was about to say, well, guys, so we're working on the tape dispenser once again today. I actually realize like how close we are. We're making good progress. It will get complicated. It will be sick and twisted and evil and ugly, but we're making good progress. What is this, number 3? So 5 more. Ooh. It's a good thing I like doing this. At this point, I probably don't even need to ghost. I can just guesstimate where the VP is. I haven't even tried doing that. I always ghost. It's such a habit of mine. Like I estimate the VP is gonna be probably about right here-ish, which is pretty in line with my guess over there. This one's tough because this VP is very far away. We'd probably want it to be there, out like that. So this one's a little bit low. So if we can't like change the height too much, we can change the angle so we can like move it closer to us. Because like if we want it to be like this. Yipes. And now I'm gonna go back to ghosting. Because yeah, it's kind of undeniable that that is the direction. I just need the height. I bet maybe I'm just foreshortening too much right now. That feels pretty right. Maybe even lower. So this one's probably the most incorrect. And I mean, yeah, the VP is the furthest away, so that's always comes with a lot of error. Oh no, okay. That works. I wonder where to even start when it comes to drawing clothing folds. I figured out the thing that helps me learn the most in a drawing, learning the science behind it. Just a little bit of the science. Oof. I drew that way too crooked. I didn't even line up. Dude, what was I doing? I had the right point, I just didn't execute it that well. But yeah, I like, you know, when it came to lesson 2, I was doing all those side things, like testing how light would hit stuff. Lesson 4 and 5 was spent just kind of exploring the individual intersections themselves. A little bit of math between here and there. 250 cylinder. I mean, we had our whole rant about the degree switch, or like the degree, yeah, I guess swap, I don't know. Whenever the major and minor axes would flip because of a highly distorted cylinder. And also how the minor axis chases the furthest corner of a box. The more foreshortened that plane is. Stuff like that. See, like, so, I mean, we've kind of seen it here with how I'm like slicing and dicing these. I was watching, I've always heard of this YouTuber. I never really sunk the time into watching them, but I think they're excellent. They're up there on my art YouTubers. Cynics, I think that's how you pronounce their name. I heard them like say it in their videos. They are extremely well spoken, very concise, which I love. And it has all those like, hey, do this, right? Like simple, like I was watching their, I think, lighting video, or like one of their quick tip like lighting videos, and it was like, you know, just a simple tip, like whenever it comes to shadows, keep all of them like non-acute angles. So like have everything, you know, greater than 90 degrees. I was like, holy crap, that is true. Like, and then I started looking at all my favorite artists or just other artists, and like the hallmark of like pretty good design is I never saw like those very narrow shadows. Now the duty we kind of have to do, duty, as art students is go figure out why. Why does it look better when we you know, have this kind of restriction of having shadows that are not acute, or I guess shapes, I guess it should say for shadows. And you know, the part of the video, that video, there was like the 3 big tips, which was like detail, shape, and I'm trying to remember the last one. Detail, shape, and was it color? I think it was color, but it was like more so to do with like ambient lighting. But all of those I could just remember like simple tricks that I can use. You paint in draw in a painterly way, right? Which I really love that. That's stuck in my head right now. But the portion on detail when Sinix was like, yeah, the part of the face in shadow, it makes sense that there's less detail. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You can't pick up as much. But then the kind of swap to like, but let's say our eyes have adjusted. I can't remember the technical term for it was, but this is I think about it in terms of HDR, for source maps like source games. Oof, that was a really big bump. Um, so like whenever you go into a bright room and then go into a dark room, you can't see anything at first because your pupils are so dilated that it can't take up in enough light, so it slowly adjusts. But that's the thing. You went from a light room to a dark room. You're looking to the shadow, so you don't have enough light to make in anything. So, but when you go from a dark room to a light room, well, you also can't make out any details because your pupils are too big. You're taking in too much light. It's that little segment where cynics like swap the things. It was like, yeah, so too much light and you lose detail as well. It's like, holy crap. It was also a kind of cool realization because, you know, in Drawbox we're really just focused on form, right? Sure, like the viewers, I mean, perspective is very important. Perspective is this, right? But I don't know. It's just kind of like we're more concerned with the object in space and telling a story of it being 3D and believing that, rather than being like, I don't know. Actually, I guess not. It's just I never thought of it like, yeah, not we're not just looking at these shapes, but we're looking at it through the human eye, right? And so the human eye itself has all these features about it which change how someone will read our art, will read our drawings. I know, I guess that sounds obvious, intuitive, but to me, I don't know. It just seems like a cool, novel thing. So, we're gonna do BRB, guys. 2 minutes of ads. I finally ran the correct number of minutes of ads at the beginning of the stream. We're gonna do that. We're gonna come back and continue our front plane of our tape dispenser, and then, we'll probably do the first slice number 1. So yeah, we'll be right back, everybody. Alrighty, we're back, and I just realized I should probably tape my ortho page before I forget. This song plays a lot, but I really like it. It is very good. Also, one thing, while we're getting ready here, one thing I realized about me going digital, honestly, like, performance is relative, right? I don't know. I like my drawings the most that I've done digitally when I complete them traditionally and then turn it digital, because a lot of those decisions are made. So I feel like I can tweak them more easily. I don't have to make the decisions, then tweak them, if that makes sense. It's a true second pass. Is that quite literally more than double the workload? Yes. Oh no, I like it. There we go. Now we're taped. My page is bending, so it's a bit of an issue. You can see it's like curled on the edges. I don't know why I did that. You know, looking at this after like a day of not looking at it, I don't stare at my art at night longingly, surprisingly. Doesn't look too bad. I was hating it a little bit yesterday, but it doesn't look too bad. So yeah, we're gonna be doing the front, um, which honestly like isn't that much, but we still need some of the most important measurements, so that sucks. We'll need 2/3, 1/2, yeah, 1/3, 5/12, basically that whole inner region, but nothing else, height wise. Oh, we do need that 1/6. Can't forget that. We don't need the upper 1/6. That's good. Um, so now we will consult, and I guess we do need that vertical band, those bands on the side. So we'll get those going. Actually, wait. Remember, we don't have to drop the lines down every time because we have it here. So maybe we'll need to remember that for this. But I also forgot to grab my rulers. But and we will need the French curves at some point, but we'll grab that later. Very Minecraft build, the music today. Okay, yes. Let me, dude, I need to like rebend this, but I also don't want to hurt the page. It's gonna fall. I know it. Whatever. Okay, oh, what am I doing? Ah! Okay. There. Always on top. Enabled. There we go. I have it so like it overlays my Spotify. Or my unbranded music player, I should say. Oh, jeez. Anyways, okay. So we're gonna work from big to small. We know we need the 2/3, so we'll just build that instantly. No need to deliberate. Actually, I can't want to deliberate. 2/3 are 2/3, which is the 2/3 and the 1/3. 7/12 and 5/12. We'll also need the 1/6 over here. And I remember us being like, oh, well, we can get away with just one of these. So if we go over here to our 12ths, the two interior ones that we need can be drawn from projecting this line, which is the intersection from right here with the diamond. So that's a 6. And we're already going to be, okay, so yeah, that's perfect. So we're just going to start with the 1/3, the 2/3, and the 1/6. And we're drawing the arrow in this direction because like whenever we have our thirds, see this little arrow up there? This little arrow shape? That's like where the lines are going to be coming from. That's my little way of remembering it. Remembering it? Ah, more muck on the pen. Yeah, a lot of today has also been spent just kind of looking at other people's styles, how they go about doing lighting and such. They make it look easy. That's deceptive, sadly. Oh, that's already so hard to see and deal with. Okay. Okay, we have our arrow. Now we want to do the little diamond here. Just gonna go from here to here. Nice. There's a 6th. And we have our 3rd, which is going to be, it's easier to see it this way for me. We have our diamond line, and we want our true diagonal. So here's a 3rd. And the other third. Here's our diagonal. Here's right here. This one. Really easy to confuse those. Okay. Now we're going to measure to the VP still. Actually, we need to because we don't have 2 points to draw it through otherwise. Making sure we're using the right side of the ruler. Already messed up at some point down there with it. Screw you, Artist Loft, for making rulers that rub ink on the page. How'd you not catch that? So we can use the property of similar lines to kind of help us out here a little bit. Oh, look at that. That line basically goes to where that dot is, so we would have been totally off if we did that. One about right here. Oof. It's a little bit more parallel than what I wanted, but it's okay. Cool. Let's get this 6th down there. Let's again, property of similar lines and all that, but I also just want to make sure that we're Yo, what's up, Bear? Yort. How's this moving? I will do this 100 billion times if I have to. However, that looks generally correct. Yeah. Good. Yeah, nice. Sorry, I was like, I read good, I'm drawing, but I was like in the middle of reading it out loud when I said good, and I was excited that you're drawing, so I was like, good. I'm doing okay. Getting a little bit frustrated with my art personally. Oh, that passed through that line. Oh, that was the line we wanted to. Yeah. Okay. Getting a little bit frustrated. There's stylistic things that I want to do, but I don't understand I don't understand how they're done. And a little bit of it is just I don't understand what's wrong, but something doesn't look right. Yo, Icy Boy, what's up? It's been a minute. What you drawing, Bear? And how's it going, Icy Boy? You were so busy. Life's busy, man. I get it. I hope all is well, though. Okay, we need our third, which is right here. Once again, property of... We're gonna have so many lines. Silver, and I'm trying to figure out what to put her werewolf, where to put her werewolf form. Bear, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping you'd say silver. I'm so if you choose to show this to us, of course. I'm so excited to see it. This is gonna be epic. Felt bad for not coming back because I had to come back to your streams. It's fine. I don't hold it against anybody, man. That life is life, right? Thank you for thinking to come back, though. That is very kind. Just don't worry. Don't stress about it, right? Don't let that weigh over your head. Be like, oh man. Like we'll survive. Don't worry about it. I was held at gunpoint. I want to see my friends draw so many things, but I don't want to feel like I'm pressuring them to do so because I know how annoying, not annoying, but like, I don't want to ever be forced to draw stuff. So I have to psyop my friends instead. Oh, you're talking about coming back. Yeah, no, I actually held Bear at gunpoint to come back. She has a contractual obligation to show up to streams. She's here to make sure I don't get any sponsors and become evil because of the sponsors. Because she is brand risk Bear. So she keeps us right. She keeps us straight. I want to redraw the Billy drawing that I made. Why did I do a freaking profile? Not a profile, but like a front view of his face? Because like his goat face is so fun to draw, like the full snout. That was a bad choice. Oh, did I smear? What the hell happened here? What the heck? Dude. Well, that sucks. And yeah, once again, still trying to figure out brushes. Brushes are hard. I'm trying to digitally. Sorry, this is like onto the critic conversation. Trying to see what brushes I like the most. Because like this is kind of gross to say. There's art that I'm not fond of. Not that like, oh, it looks ugly. It's just, I'm like, oh, I would rather not draw things like that. And I use brushes and it comes out that way. I'm like, I don't want it to look like this. More Mr. Gravel progress? Probably not tonight. I worked on it a little bit today, and experimented, and I've discovered that a big issue I have with the drawing and why I was like commenting about its ugly phase yesterday is because I didn't take the time to do fabric. Right? There's like his whole back is like empty. And there's no detail there. So it kind of just really sinks your eyes and you only really look at the silhouette. And I also feel like because it's so empty, you can't tell that there's like form there. So it makes it kind of end up looking flat a little bit. So I would like to do some fabric stuff with it. I tried inking it several times today and it did not go well. I also realized I forgot to draw the leg, the other leg, his left leg. So I finished that today as well. I also don't like how I did the clothes. I inked the clothes today. I don't like how I did it. So the next bigger drawing that I've lined up, once we're done with the Mr. Gravel drawing, that one I have an outfit in mind for Luca that I really want to do. So this will be a good opportunity to mess around with fabric here, so we could be a little bit more well prepared for fabric there. Yoink. Nice. Okay, so there are thirds, right? Yeah. So then we want to do 5/12 and 7/12 term. Oh, when I was working on the Mr. Gravel drawing earlier today, I learned about the perspective tool. I kind of like did. Still drawing tape. We are still drawing tape. We're locked in the eternal battle of tape. I'm okay with it though. There are worse fates. Would I like to be done relatively soon? Mayhaps. Possibly. I could be swayed into thinking that. Oh shoot. Where's that diagonal? Where's that pesky diagonal? There we go. Boom. Okay, this, and we're gonna be drawing a horizontal line. Yep, that's how you say that word. Horizontal line, vertical line. I said the word wrong and I didn't even say the right word. So, yeah. Once we're done with the tape, maybe you could work on the Luca drawing that I've been wanting to on stream. Oh no, we have Promptathon coming up in like 3 days. So I actually may take a break one day before that because it starts on the 25th. So I may take a break. That means it starts on Wednesday. That they took off Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah. What the hell am I doing? Okay. So we have this line. Oh, don't tell me we have a tangent. Oh my god, we have what is almost a tangent line here. Dude. These lines are like almost perfectly. I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. Because I'm sick and twisted. Oh, I just I just drew it all the way through. I'm so dumb. No one will know. Oh, frick. Okay, guys, we got to redo it all. Okay, draw that through there. And then we just need to mark the two areas where it crosses the diagonal. So we didn't even really need to draw that line. I am HO. Oh my god. Okay, this doesn't feel right. Because it isn't. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. It wasn't even the right line, guys. Holy. Okay. Sixth intersection, true diagonal, go to diamond. Yeah? No, sixth intersection. I'm gonna cry. Uh. Yeah. Where six intersects the true diagonal. Oof, that's messy. Here's where a vertical line goes. There's not many vertical lines over here, so we gotta be careful. I think the theme of like this month in terms of drawing has been patience. I'm in a tumultuous time in my life where decisions ought to be made quickly. So it could be very easy to forget to be patient. Because when you are in a difficult point in life, you look to your hobbies and the things outside of, work or school or whatever's causing you that stress to bring some relief. But when it's a hobby where You kind of challenge yourself daily to improve, um, you may not get that satisfaction unless you don't judge it by the satisfaction itself or the like satisfaction. You don't get satisfaction out of like immediate improvement, but by virtue of just doing it. Just that's so much easier said than done. Still a thing worth chasing though. Okay, we did that line. Holy. Wait, am I dumb? It was the right line, dude. That's oh come on. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. We could actually test this theory. Yeah, I started ruminating about drawing ideas earlier, but I'm sticking with my thumbnails. I drew already for silver. Oh my god. Can't talk. Heck yeah. Yeah, it's easy to get woulda, coulda, shoulda with that kind of stuff. Especially for characters that we care about or are excited for, right? Like, I don't mean this in a mean way to Billy, but like, it isn't the end of the world if I draw Billy and it ends up ugly, right? I don't care about Billy that much. Sorry, Billy. The Amazing Digital Circus. Yes, we do. You just went to an art stream and asked if people know what Amazing Digital Circus is. Yeah, it's very good. Excited for the final episode. And I'm cynical. I hope that's it. Like I hope that episode is like and then the show's over. I hate seasons. I hate spin-offs or like, continuations. Smiling Friends ending when it did was in my opinion a great thing. They literally made the joke of like, Simpsons having like a billion episodes. Maybe it's that fear that like I've just had so many pieces of art ruined for me. Ruined's a strong word. But ruined because someone got greedy. Not saying that Gooseworks would be greedy, but extending the efforts of the artist beyond what they intended. This doesn't seem right at all. This vexes me. So if this is a 6 and that is a third, then we should really be going for the middle here. Do you have any theories? Not at all. I'm not very much a theory person. Show's cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm not thinking about it that much. I'm actually going to go with my gut here. Words spoken before disaster. Because, like, how could that be right? It doesn't seem right. Goes to the 6th, 6 intercepts true diagonal, goes through there, boom, boom. But like 6th intercepts true diagonal. Oh man. Screw it. Recommit. Nice. Okay, and then we need the 15/24. And 15/24 is closest to 16/24, which you divide both of those by 8 and you get 2/3. So that means if we go up, so 2/3 one. So if we draw 2/3 to the 7/12, that'll give us our guy. Nice. Did I double up that line on accident? Yep. Well, who cares? I keep doing that. I need to stop. It's like such a consistent error I'm making. But I don't know why I held my hand out to like stop you guys, but wait. Um I think that's all, folks. Oh shoot, now we have this to deal with. Oh no, dude. Everything sucks. Okay, let's see how I did this. This is a mess. That we're actually going to need to drop the line for. That's our 8th, I believe. Yeah. What is so hard? I mean, if you look at the page, yeah. The thing specifically that is hard is just keeping track of all the lines. And then specifically, you can't see it. Here, I'll try to hide it. You still can't see it. There's this like geometry that I have to do over here. That's really tough. And so it'll just take a lot of time and take up a lot of space on the page. But thankfully, this is like one of the harder parts, and then we're done. So, and we want to get the 8th. There we go. Okay. We'll go middle of the road with these. We'll just call it human error if anyone asks about it. Okay, there's our 8th. Now, what horrid subdivisions do we need to do? Then we go from the 15, 6, 12, 24ths to the 1/2. No. We go from the 7/12ths to the half. So here's our 7/12 to the half. Then we climb all the way up. What? To the 2/3. Yes. From there. Then we go down to here. Then we have the straight from the 5/12. I have my like little sticky note right here indicating how I did this. I dropped an arbitrary line from the 2/3 mark to the 5/12. So 2/3. The 5/12. That's 5/12, right? Yeah. It's just super high for no reason. Oh, whatever. Yeah, okay. And that was what I was trying to prevent beforehand, but I'm not very good at drawing, so. Okay, so we found the center of this. There we go. We have this, so that means it's coming together slowly but surely. Let's do a sanity check. Yep, that seems not horrible. Okay. Not horrible is the goal. So, okay. And then we drop from here to here. Just like that. And we have our loop. Okay, now here comes harder part is deciding the thickness for all this, which actually I'm going to do in a second. We're going to do our French curves first because I want to do it on the flatter portion down here to decide the thickness. You can't see what I'm pointing at of the entire thing, which will make my life easier. I'm going to grab this real quick. You guys better be taking notes. I'm going to have a quiz. I can do courses now on YouTube. That's a thing you can do. And I'm going to have a quiz. And whoever answers the most correct questions about the tape dispenser gets the Luca fishnet drawing that I was talking about the other day. Yep. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's see, 3/8. That's 3/8, right? Half, half, half. Yep. Now it's the game of can Kavel. I almost called myself Gravel again. Can Gravel draw this? Something doesn't feel right, but I don't know what. Yeah, it started right there as well, so. Actually, it basically was right here. A fishnet drawing, outside of being, silly, would be interesting, because, like, how, like, the netting itself interacting with the skin slash fur slash whatever, be really interesting. Because I think it's great because, it highlights the form, so you can watch form rotations. It's basically like free contour lines, which is awesome. But also, like, skin is supple, so it'll I want to say seep. Seep sounds weird, but like seep through it. Right? Who are we talking about? It's a character I made. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, you know how we have Gravel, the bird guy? We have another guy who's a puma named Luca. Luca the puma. Oh, frick. This pin is good at rage baiting me. Mesh. Exactly. She gets it. She's getting an A on the quiz. This may have to be a multi-part curve. I don't want to really alter it midway, but that one straight line there's going to be the death of me, but we'll deal. And then we need the back curve over here, which goes from not right there. That's a red herring. Yeah, I like putting red herrings in my own drawing just to make myself more confused. Otherwise, it would be too easy, Woe to the people who think, oh yeah, I'll do Drawbox in a week. You're like, Kavel, people like that don't exist. No, they do. And hey, you as a person, you are an autonomous individual who can do whatever you want in life. You can do Drawbox in a week. Would I recommend it? Not at all. What the frick? Why? I'm missing a measurement. I need 1/8, and I can't get it. So I can either steal it from up here, or how many subdivisions would it take? Line, get the middle. Oh, I can cheat. That'd be one subdivision. I think that's a mighty fine deal. I love cheating. Does this song have car honking? Like in the background? Because I don't think I queued Minecraft car honk song. is there possibly a car honking in real life? It's too faint. Interesting. Let me know if you keep hearing car honking, because I did not hear any car honking there. Minecraft car honk fonk. However, you may hear a microwave in the background. I will not reveal why, but I feel like you can figure out why. That's a really weird laugh. I don't know why that it came out like that, but it did, so deal with it. That's a fourth. That does not look like a fourth. Whoever thinks that a fourth is stupid. Okay, that may be a fourth. Okay, yeah, I'm stupid. Does your microwave use a car honk? Oh, that would be such a good prank to play on your friend. Break into their apartment, step 1. 2, install a car horn to their microwave. Hey guys, I have to tell Michael Reeves this. This is Michael Reeves' next video. People complain about him never posting. I'm gonna give him so many ideas. I guess this is Bear's idea. I'll steal it for myself to get the channel more popular and not credit Bear. I think there's money to be made here. Michael Reeves' idea guy. Do you think he has ghostwriters? Reminds me of when my cousin used a loud siren as her medicine reminder. You just stunned. Yeah, the loud alarm on the phone. I can't speak too loudly about it, but I feel like it's a lot. I don't care. Do whatever you want, but I personally would not want to be woken up in the morning with such a start, you know? That line is so off. It sucks. I hate it. That line is stupid. We're venting today, guys. It's like an air raid siren? Dude. I hope I read that. I read air siren. I just translated that to air raid. I hope that was correct. Dude, that's even worse. Oh my god. The bombs are dropping? No, let me let me go take my freaking my Allegra real quick. Dude. She's evil. There comes a point, I'm just on the concept of loud alarms now. There comes a point where you just hire a guy to wake you up, you know? Just like do a quick door knock. Last night I fell asleep at 2 a.m. again. I know last stream I said I was going to be better about sleeping, but I'm sick and twisted. And I used an eye mask for the first time in a while because like I need to sleep in and the light keeps shining through my windows, and it worked. It was great. Just honked it for no reason. I think that's fair though. It's like seeing spatulas. You know, whenever you see spatulas or you're holding them, you have to click them. Or spatula. What is it called? Not spatulas. Tongs. Whenever you have tongs, there's just that insatiable urge to click them. I could get that with a air horn. Just like not suddenly, like in a room of like 10 people and it's quiet. Like go into a library and pop an air horn. No, you're evil. There's our 8th. Hooray. And then our 6th right here. This just does not seem right, man. Something's afoot. I don't know what it is, but something is. Also, this is supposed to be square, and it just so is not. Foot mentioned. Dude, get out. Do I ban that word? Is that the first word I actually banned that's not like a meme? It would be a meme if I banned it. Here's the door. Don't worry your little head about it, Icy Boy. don't worry. Bear's gonna be banned soon. It's okay. Nice. Cool. And I guess we'll reinforce the line down here. Now we need to pick the thickness. Zoinks. You will lose a fourth of your viewers. I have 4 viewers right now. I have 5 viewers right now, so like 1.2 of you is gonna remain. 1.25 of you will remain. Who's gonna take that bet? Who wants to who wants to be with the 1.25? Actually, no. So 1 and 0.25 of you. Who wants to be the quarter person? I just saved that no so nonchalantly. Okay. I guess it's now time to pick the thickness. I'm very scared. I'm very worried. This is intimidating. But the sooner I draw this, the sooner I'll be able to draw, I don't know, some stupid drawing. I have an idea I've had for like literally months. Not months, probably like since December of Luca and gravel. Put a sheet over. True. I could do that. However, I'm impatient. That is a weakness of mine. As such. Oh, and then we can mirror it right here. We're going crazy with it, guys. This music's giving me the Minecraft itch. I want to play it again. I'll once again shout out my roommate. Not only is he very talented in many things, but he has a forever world in Minecraft, and he just picks it up every once in a while, and I'm so jealous of that. I need to become more dedicated to my Minecraft worlds. I still have them. When the server that we had a while ago, I still have that zip. However, I'm at like the most tumultuous time of the semester, so I cannot be slacking. I must remain strong. However, there is a high possibility that when I graduate, the Minecraft server will return. Yes, yeah. Let's go back to like every VOD this song has played and see if we say the Minecraft itch. Like, see if we bring that up. I feel like that'd be interesting thing to see. But yeah, I loved that seat that we were on. That like little I don't even know what to call it. It was like an inlet, and then you had that awesome cliff. Okay. A lot of sinister guesswork is happening right now. I've been watching Minecraft speedrunning a lot recently, and of course, so Feinberg gets brought up. Dude, I really actually kind of like look up to him because like he's clearly just an expert of the craft, for lack of a better word, pun not intended. Um, just he seems like a person totally dedicated to being the best at that, right? And I recently watched a 2v2 hunters video with him and Ant Venom, dude. And I don't know, but like Ant Venom's voice and kind of demeanor has not changed since like OG Minecraft. Ant Venom was my first and practically only Minecraft YouTuber that I ever watched. And I'm proud to say that, right? I don't think there's been an incident with him. Hopefully not. My goat. Oh no, Bear. I'm so sorry. Moment of silence for Bear. Oof, boys crack. I was specifically an Ant Venom and Caveman Films enjoyer. But I did watch one of the dudes that sometimes played with this guy as Minecraft group. He had the astronaut skin, and I could never. I think it was it Mudkip? Let me see. No, wait, no, it wasn't Mudkip. Who's the dude? Because like that's the Pokemon. Minecraft YouTuber astronaut skin. Yeah, this guy. Trumu. Was it Trumu? Oh no, it was. No. Please no. I'm not seeing anything yet. There's something about Minecraft universe that's getting brought up, but I don't think Deadlocks. Who is Deadlocks? Deadlocks. Oh, yep. I remember that skin. I never watched them though. Internet and drama. I'll never escape it. I have a theory. This is a bit of an interesting theory, but I have a theory. In my history of engaging a lot with people on the internet, as one does, um, I've found like a kind of stupid high amount of people who. Okay, this is a better way of saying this. I feel like there is currently a epidemic of self-loathing in this world. Like we're kind of just at the lowest we've seen. People think they are evil. And like to substantiate this, I've just encountered a lot of people, including myself, um, who has like very low self-esteem and things like this. And you see it all over the internet in many different ways and forms. And I would like to blame apathy as well. Apathy as well. But And I feel like that apathy, if it, we could like put a sinister spin on it and blame something for it, like, oh, the world is too cruel. But I also just feel like, people are so busy like hating themselves for whatever reason, um, that it's so hard to care about other things, right? Or to seem like them caring about it would make a difference. Um, and I feel like a little bit of the internet's to blame. Hot take. Because we're so mired with all this like drama, he said, she said, all this stuff. Also, what's up, MCal? You always join so seamlessly in the conversation. Um, it's sad to see because there's a lot of really awesome people out there, and I hate to toxic people dominate the net. I actually would. I mean, yeah, I would kind of agree, but I would pivot more towards the things that are popular are the things that are drama, right? So sure, it is the fault of people who are toxic and like capitalize off of that. Um, but I feel like that kind of absolves the system itself of blame. Yeah. I gotcha. That makes sense because like your first comment is always a very well put together one and all that. I hope your day's going well so far. Actually, we're gonna measure to the VP here. It's a bit of extra work, but it's worthwhile. This was the sleep day. Glad to hear you got some good sleep then. I hope that means you got some good sleep. I unfortunately did not do the same myself. But maybe that's tonight. That's why I'm not pushing the stream too late, is I have some other work to catch up on. And I'm just kind of like setting everything up for success in that regard. 12 hours. 12 hours! Holy! You made sure you got some sleep. Holy crap! Well, I hope that 12 hours was sufficient. It sounds like it was. Wow. Did you remember like who you were when you woke up? I feel like that's like the Captain America sleep. Jeez. Okay, this curve. We need to find the proper tangent between these two. I think it's this. Oh yeah, because this line has to go into perspective as well. Ah. My body didn't feel like it was collapsing. That's good. I think that's a win. Okay, that kind of marks like a big chunk of the work for this, guys. It kind of looks like a mess right now, but I hope once we get to a little bit more, it'll I mean, this was like the thickness right there. It's not consistent, which does suck. But who cares? So, ending it off on Mice on Venus too. What a win. We're gonna end it here, guys. Look at that. I'm proud of this. I'm very proud of this. I'm proud of myself for pushing, and finding a new way to make this all work. It's difficult, but I feel like we're making good progress. So we're gonna call it there, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Thank you, MCal, Bear, Icy Boy. Great to see you again, Icy Boy, and great to see you too. You two, as in like you two people, MCal and Bear. Bear, if you feel like it, there is no pressure, but I would love to see the silver art. Keep us updated on that, if at all possible. I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you guys this week. Also, one more thing. Thank you very much, MCal. Hopefully we'll finish this before the 24th. So we have 2 more days. Because it's the Promptathon on the 25th. Get hyped, everybody. I better see you all in there. We may take a break stream before it, because Promptathon is a lot. And it's going to be a very busy week for me. So, yeah. Once again, thank you all. See you guys tomorrow.